Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope you're doing alright, because I'm not. It's as simple as that, I'm not. Now if you've come from the watch along, it's been the first watch along back on Younes Talks Football for the first time in nearly 2 years. And overall, huge thank you to everyone that did manage to get on. It's, as you can see, as it's on screen right now, this is how it was looking. So if you missed it, make sure you are there for the next one, Chelsea versus Brentford next weekend. But thank you to everyone that joined and was watching. It was a pleasure to be back. I'm glad to be back. And it was all going so well. It was all going so smoothly. It was all going so beautifully. We were in control. 2-0 up. Mega goal. Losing our heads. It was magical. It was like we were back. It was like, yo, Chelsea from old have returned. The Chelsea that we love and remember have made a comeback. We are out of the trenches. We're about to beat Arsenal. We're 2-0 up. It's beautiful. Watch along included. First watch along back and the vibes are back. It's all cooking. We are cooking like we've not cooked before. It's looking fantastic. And then what happens? My head is still hot. My head is still hot. I have not recovered from what we've just seen because I've just ended the watch along and I've come to record this for you guys where I'm dropping the review immediately after the game has ended. My head is still hot, and it's hot because I can't accept to draw. I was going to say lose because it feels like a loss. It feels like a loss. I feel like we've lost. I don't feel like we've got a point. What point? Could care less about the point. We had 3 in the palm of our hands. Not just one hand, both hands. Both hands like Sanchez normally does when he decides to hold the ball because he's a goalkeeper. But because he's a goalkeeper, he's meant to know who to pass the ball to. But he doesn't know who to pass the ball to. So he decides to give the ball to Declan Rice. And Declan Rice hits it into a flipping open net. Sanchez, what in the blue hell are you doing? This has cost us the game. It's cost us the game. It's just absolute naivety, incompetence. I don't understand. And then the second goal is just everyone's asleep. Everyone's still recovering from what they've seen. I think there's players traumatized from what they saw Sanchez do today. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's not the first time. This is what's crazy. It's not the first time. We've seen Sanchez make these mistakes time and time again. Even in games that we won, we saw him have a little blunder. And we're like, yo, what are you doing? Sanchez, yo, you're crazy. Yeah, turns out he's that crazy to gift Arsenal an open net when we're 2-0 up to welcome them back into the game. Arsenal had no control today. They were dominating one stat. And that stat was, they had more possession. They had 60% possession, 57% possession, 55% possession. Yeah, you have all the ball. Here you go, have it. What did they do with it? Not much. Not much. And if we round up and we actually look, yeah, they still, even in terms of shots, did not even dominate. Had more of the ball, had more towards the end of the game because they found themselves back into the game for 2-2 and were thinking, yo, we can actually go and win this. But they had the ball and we had the control. We had the control. When Arsenal were coming to our box, they were blank. They were blank. Saka was in Cucurella's pocket. Martinelli was in Gusto's pocket. Odegaard couldn't function. Jesus was crowded out. The only thing that Chelsea defenders were doing were not controlling the ball in the first half, and I believe that was down to the rain and the slippery surface, but even then, that's not really an excuse because Arsenal weren't really doing that mistake. But anyway, we were able to always retrieve the ball from Arsenal, launch it on a mad counter-attack, or launch it in a way where we actually find a way through. And we were creating the chances. We were the ones that were effective. We were the ones working David Raya. And what happens? We find ourselves 1-0 up with a penalty where it's a penalty. Even John Terry came on Twitter and said that he sympathises with the defender and reckons that in his heyday he wouldn't have liked if that was a penalty. I understand, but the rule is the rule. And I'll be honest, if that was the other way around, I'd be looking at my defender and going, it's a pen. It's a penalty. Simple as that. The ball's hit your hand. It's in an unnatural position, and the ball's going in. It's a penalty. Simple as that. But we get a penalty. It's 1-0. Cool. It's very early. Can't get ahead of ourselves. Fantastic. Let's just keep it moving. Let's see what we do. And we had composure. We had control. We were doing what we had to do. It was looking good. It was looking nice. There was no threat from Arsenal. We were able to move the ball. We were able to create. We were defending well. Cucurella was turning into Roberto Carlos. Gusto looked like, well, not Cafu. Cucurella, right back, looked like Cafu. But Gusto was having a good game. Ben White wasn't able to overlap to help Saka out. Same was happening with Zinchenko and Martinelli. I don't know if that was Arteta or if that was just Arsenal stranded. I think it was Arsenal stranded. But there was no support for any of their wingers in Saka or Martinelli. There was no overlap. There was no underlap. They were just staying back. So we had a little less to deal with, which helped us. Fantastic. Great. Because we were able to nullify every Arsenal attack. Boom. And keep it moving. We go in at the break. It's 1-0. Cool. Happy days. It's calm. It's nice. We come out for the second half. Wow. Look what happens. Mudryk. Enzo with the ball. No, Gallagher. Gallagher with the ball. He's moving slow. He sees Mudryk overlap him very slowly. No one on Mudryk, which is crazy. But he passes the ball to him. Mudryk looks up. Okay, boom. Slaps it all the way over Raya into the bottom of the net, and it's 2-0. Beautiful goal. Goal of the season as it stands right now, without question, or at least one of the contenders for goal of the season at the moment, so far. A fantastic goal for Mudryk. Mudryk gets that goal. He is absolutely in dreamland, right? It's against Arsenal. It's the team that he almost went to. And he scores a goal like that at the Bridge where we need a win to make it 2-0. And it's 2-0 against Arsenal, who are competing for the title, who are top of the table and all of that. It's poetry. You couldn't write it. So we're looking at that point and thinking, we're in dreamland. We are in dreamland. This is smooth. This is fantastic. And then what happens? And then what happens? I'm watching it right now. I've got the replay right now. Instead of Sanchez to boot the ball, right? Just absolutely whack it. Why there's the need to have to play out of the back and not even do it properly. He passes. Enzo thinks that there's someone there. There isn't. It lands to Declan Rice. He's not even running back. Declan Rice sees the open net. Then we put it in. Bottom corner. Thank you very much. 2-1. Arsenal back in the game with 15 minutes to go. Thank you very much, Robert Sanchez. And this comes immediately after Pochettino makes a very interesting substitution. And what was that substitution? That substitution was bringing Reece James on, taking off Cole Palmer, taking off Raheem Sterling, and having taken off Mudryk. So we've taken off all the three attackers that were actually contributing pretty well to dealing with that Arsenal defence. We bring on Reece James to probably act a little bit more defensive, protect the result. 1 minute later, Sanchez gives Arsenal a goal. There you go. Have a goal. Have a goal. Come back into the game. And now we have 5 defenders on the pitch. We have 1 less attacker. We brought on Nico Jackson. We've got Madueke on the pitch, but that's all we've got. Mudryk's off. Palmer's off. Sterling's off. And we've got wing backs. We haven't got wingers anymore. We've got wing backs. So we've got no structure to be able to use the ball in the same way that we were using it when we had the other lads that were actually getting us the goals. Do you understand what I'm saying? So after that happens, we get the mistake. It's 2-1. We don't have a way back in to score. So now Pochettino is probably looking at the subs and going, for flip's sake. We've handcuffed ourselves. We have handcuffed ourselves. And then naivety, inexperience. 83rd minute, minutes later, right? And I'm seeing the goal right now. Ball's given over to the right-hand side. Cucurella doesn't tighten up enough, nor does Caicedo. Ball comes in, Gusto's not tight enough, and it's tapped in. And it's 2-2. And it's goodbye to 3 points. In the most careless, needless, ridiculous fashion. It stings, it hurts because I said before the game that coming into this, taking a draw would be, yeah, you know what? We'll take it because of the situation that we were in. But the way that the game went and the position we got ourselves to and how we should have finished it was in absolutely no comprehension whatsoever to be able to go on and concede to. There's no excuse. No excuse. But we've gifted it to Arsenal. I said this on the watch along. If this was a case where, for example, it's 2-0, and I did say, I expect Arsenal to score. I expect Arsenal to score. And my prediction was 2-1. But I did say Arsenal will score. Arsenal will score. But When I said Arsenal will score, I was thinking, oh yeah, Saka's going to get the ball on the right-hand side. He's going to cut in. He's going to give it to Odegaard. He's going to give it to Martinelli. It's going to be a madness. He's going to cut in, give it to Saka. Saka takes a touch, smashes it into the top corner. I genuinely thought that would be the sort of goal that Arsenal will get. And you can't say anything. When Arsenal score a goal like that, you put your hands up and you go, fair play. Because they have the talent. They have the capabilities. They've got great players. And if they score a goal like that, you're just going to be like, flipping now. This is the team we're dealing with. That's what I expected. But they weren't that today. They were not that up until we literally gifted them the way back into the game. Here you go, lads. Do you want to go? We feel sorry for you. We are Charity FC. You see, we normally do this. When we see teams that are stranded, we come out to help them. And we go into the trenches for it. We suffer for your excellence. We suffer so you get 3 points. We suffer so we bring you back into the game and you leave here with something because we don't want to see you go empty-handed. We are very generous. And that's what we did. Here you go. Have an open net. Welcome back into the game. After 70-odd minutes of control, thrown in the bin. And that's why it stings. Like I said, if Arsenal had come and scored a madness, a proper Arsenal goal, I'd be like, fair enough. And if they went on to do the same and got a 2-2 draw, I'd be like, it's Arsenal, guys. Fair enough. But we had control. And we let go of ourselves. We gave it to them. And we gave it to them in the most stupid way. It's not even like a little mistake. It was the biggest blunder you could come across. You can't get worse than that. You can't get worse than the mistake we saw Sanchez give to Declan Rice. You can't. You just can't. So right now, I am in a position where I'm looking at this and I'm going, Sanchez, you're not good enough. Simple as that. You're not good enough. You're not good enough. I don't care. Because we've seen this time and time again. He can save a ball, but bloody hell, he gives the ball to the opposition every single match day to the point where he thinks he's playing for the other team. It's criminal at this point. It's like you're doing it on purpose. We can't have that. We can't have that. That's not forgivable. We can't have it. I don't care if you pull off a worldie and you pull off another worldie and you pull off another worldie. When you're doing that, you're sabotaging us. We've lost 3 points today. Some people are going to say, no, we've lost 2. No, we lost 3. Because as I said, for me, it's a loss. It's a loss. We lost today. I don't care. Yeah, we drew. We lost today. And in this fashion, it stings. It hurts to see that. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. I am fuming. I am fuming. Fuming. Because the situation we were in, to go and get 3 points against Arsenal, season's turned around. And you know what? Look, the positives that we can take from today are absolutely clear. But a lot of these players don't deserve to be leaving the pitch with a 2-2 draw. Cucurella doesn't deserve to be leaving with a 2-2 draw. Mudryk doesn't deserve to be leaving with a 2-2 draw. Gallagher doesn't deserve to be leaving with a 2-2 draw. The defence, to be honest, and Gusto, except for that, for leaving Trossard on his own devices in the last goal. But the attackers, Cole Palmer doesn't deserve to be leaving with a 2-2 draw. Even Raheem Sterling doesn't deserve to be leaving with a 2-2 draw. But this is what we've done. Well done. Well done. Clowns. Honestly, it's... And like I said, there are positives that we can take. But what matters the most is the result. This is why when I was looking at the possession stats and we ended it with 43%. 43% we've ended it. I don't care. If we got 3 points and we ended it with 23%, I couldn't care less. I couldn't care less. I need 3 points. Simple as that. I need wins. And we had it in our hands. We had it right there. And it wasn't even like this. It was like that. We had it held. It was held and it was locked in and it was not leaving. And then we literally just went, there you go. I said this on the watch long. This game is the equivalent of putting all of your prized possessions, all of your valuables. We're talking your Rolexes and your Pateks and your $10,000 of cash that you have stacked in the back of your sofa. Right? Whatever valuable you have, yeah, bring it forward. Or if your valuable is, I don't know, an 18-carat ring or necklace, bring it to the table. Imagine you bring that to your front room table. You bring it there. You bring everything and you stick it right there. there, right? You are currently in control of it. You know what you're doing. You know where it is, right? But it's in the front room and it's on top of your it's on top of your table, and everyone can see it, right? If they come into the house, they can see it. But you decide to leave the house and you leave the front door open, and then you go off to work for 8 or 9 hours, and including the commute time, and you expect no one to come into your house with that door open and take everything. That is basically what we've done today. Someone's walked into the house, seen everything on the table, gone, no one's here, the door's open, I might as well take it. Thank you very much. Take it all into a bag, thank you, and has walked out very calmly and very gently with no CCTV because you were stupid enough to not place it. That is what we've done today. That is what we've done. That's the equivalent of a real life situation with what we saw today with Sanchez and giving Arsenal a point and bringing them back into a 2-2 draw. It's absolutely ridiculous. And there are, like I said, positives that we can take to move forward onto the Brentford game, and it's not the end of the world, but this should have been 3 points. This should have been 3 points in the bag, and we've thrown it away. So well done. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Unbelievable. So let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. And in hindsight, should we have brought Reece James on? But I can't really question Poch for that, because the moment he'd done that, we were 2-0 up. Some would say it's a bit early, but we were 2-0 up. You'd think that, okay, Reece is going to come on. There's not going to be a mistake like that. We're going to keep control of the game. We're going to maybe be a little bit more defensive. Make sure that Arsenal don't get near the box. Just keep control, right? Keep control of the ball and any attack that comes our way, and just nullify. Nullify, let time go, let it go down 2-0. Thank you very much. That was the plan when Reece James came on, because we went to 5 defenders. Sanchez, thank you very much. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So let me know your thoughts down below. Let me know your thoughts. And as a result, because like I said, at the end of the day, results matter. We would be 8th right now if we had picked up a win. We would be 8th, and we would be 2 points away from top 5. We'd be 2 points away from Newcastle, who've played the exact same games as us. Yeah, we would. But no, we're 9th now, and we're 4 points behind Newcastle. And we've still got teams below us that are going to play, like Manchester United, who are playing later on. We've got Fulham that can still go above us. So we could end up back in 11th. Thank you very much. Let me know your thoughts down below. And shout out to everyone that joined the watch along. Much appreciated. It was a pleasure, except for the way that it went. But it was a pleasure being back. It was a great buzz and a great feeling. And you guys were fantastic in the chat. So make sure you are there once again for the watch along. That will be there for Chelsea versus Brentford, same time next week. And yeah, we'll see how it goes from there. But I'm gutted. I'm absolutely gutted. Absolutely gutted. You get goal of the season, you get a 2-0 lead against Arsenal with the way that we've been playing the last couple of seasons, and then you throw it in the bin. It's just outrageous. It's just outrageous. And Arsenal were there to pick up the pieces. Fair play to them. Do they deserve a draw? They do for taking the chance that came their way. Do we deserve a draw? No, we deserve a win. But because of one stupid mistake, we've cost ourselves. Oh, man. I'm fuming. I'm going to go to sleep. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know your thoughts down below. Much appreciated. Do not forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. And I will see all of you tomorrow. Thank you very much. Take care and peace.